Hello, I'm Ben Wilcox and this is my computer science project. This is a website that helps learner drivers to pass their theory test. In this video, I will run through the website and use the various sections of it to test that it all works correctly. To begin my testing, I'm going to attempt to create an account. As you can see, there are multiple fields here. Each field has criteria, and all the criteria needs to be fulfilled to create an account. Here everything is valid apart from the username, which has a space in it, which makes it invalid. As you can see, I'm not allowed to sign up. I remove the space to make the username valid. Here the password will be pass1234, pass 5678. The passwords do not match, so therefore the user will not be allowed to sign in. Here pass1234, pass1234. This matches the criteria and also range tests it because the password is exactly 8 characters long. I'm going to tick this box here, which allows me to receive reminder emails later on, which allows me to test my email system. An activation code has now been sent to my email address. This will verify the email address as it was not verified on the last page. If I don't have access to that email address and I'll still try to input the code, it will state incorrect code. However, if I use the correct email address, email to the correct code sent to the email address inputted. The user is signed in and redirected to the home page. If I now look at the hazard perception page, this provides details about the hazard perception part of the test and has an embedded YouTube video. When I click Got It, this marks in the database that the user has seen this page and increases their progress in the database by 20%. This proves that the database exists and is working because the user has been saved to it and data in the database has been updated. I'll now test my email system. The email I'm going to test sends an email to the user if their test is within 7 days. First I'll set their test at 8 days away. No email is sent. I set their test to 7 days away. An email is sent. Your test is coming up very soon. No matter what happens, the user will not be sent another email for at least 7 days because in the database it has been marked that they have received an email, and now it will not attempt to send one for another 7 days. I'll now test my question display. For this I'll select a topic, answer questions, which because I've just created the account should be all of them, and include case studies. Here I'll provide a question, 4 answers, and I'm going to confirm my choice. I'm only providing one question at a time. If I try to click confirm without an answer, I'm given an error. I'll select an answer. This is the incorrect answer. The next question is shown. I'll answer 5 questions incorrect, then 5 questions correct. Now I'll answer 5 questions correct. And now a case study should be shown. I'll give them a case study text, the case study question, the first one, and 5 answers, and a confirm button. Once again, click confirm. nothing happens. If I give an answer, here I'll answer 3 questions correct and 2 incorrect. You'll see the case study text appears above still, and the next question is shown below. Once I answer the last question, I should be redirected to the results page. Here you can see 5 out of 10, which is what I answered, so that's correct. Here you can see 3 out of 5, which is what I answered. If I click show explanation, the explanation for the question is shown below. As you can see, the highway code rule is also shown. However, I seem to have an error here, as because if it says none, this shouldn't be shown. I'll have to fix this afterwards. To show that my data processing algorithm has worked correctly upon viewing the results page, I'm going to compare my results to the database. As you can see, I got 5 questions right and got 5 questions wrong, and here 5 sets of question progress where times right 1 because I got 5 questions right. Therefore accuracy 1, date last seen today, so on. And then 5 questions where times wrong is 1, times right is 0, because I got 5 questions wrong. Accuracy 0, so on. If I then look in case study progress, there's only 1 because I only answered 1 case study. 3 questions right, 2 questions wrong, which is what I did. Therefore accuracy of 0.6, 60%, date last seen today. Pass last time, true because I did pass it last time. Here, every topic progress has been generated for each topic. This is because for my topic progress page to work, where for my topic selection page to work, it has to show the progress for every topic, and to do that it needs to create these tables, so these tables are automatically created. However, you'll notice only 1 table has information in it, and that's the topic we answered. 5 questions right, 5 questions wrong, accuracy 0.5, 1 case study right, no case studies wrong, case study accuracy of 1, so on. I'll now click next and I should be sent the results to the progress page. As you can see, this should match what I've done before. Time remaining my test, just under 7 days. Which is why it was shown as 7 days on my main page. So that's my join date, my overall progress through the website. You can see it shows a pie chart of all my progress. My average case study, my average question accuracy is 50%. This is because I have answered 5 questions correct out of the 10 I've seen. My average case study accuracy is 60% because I only have answered 1 case study and I got 60% accuracy on that by getting 3 out of 5. You can see I have a table. General driving is the only topic here because it's the only topic I answered, so that's correct. If I now go back into topic practice, I have a priority queue here which presents topics in order of progress from lowest to highest. If this works, the topic I answered, general driving, should be right at the bottom because it's the only one that has progress to it. As you can see, this is the case. Another thing I will try is to prove that the selection algorithm works. To do this, I'll first select unanswered questions. This shouldn't work because there are no unanswered questions. I've already answered all of them. As you can see, this does not work. If I select correctly answered questions, I should be provided 5 of them. As you can see, therefore this works. That is the end of my first test run. For my next test, I'm going to use an account that has already used the website before, so it already has data in the database. I enter the incorrect password here. You'll see I'm not allowed to sign in. If I enter the correct password, I'm signed in and redirected to the main page. I'm going to use this account to test the tailored learning section of the website, which looks at your user's progress through the website and uses that to select the questions it thinks are most appropriate for you. As you can see from this account, it is clearly struggling with road signs while it's got pretty good progress in everything else. So you'd expect to see a lot of road sign questions in tailored learning. Let's see how many there are. This is one question from the road sign topic. This is another one. Here's another one. Here's another one. Here's another one. And so on. So as you can see, there are a lot of questions to do with the road sign topic. So clearly, the system has looked into the user's progress and seen that this is an area that needs to be worked on. So therefore, my tailored learning section works correctly. I'm now going to test the mock test section. As you can see, it is very similar to the other question display, where there's a question, 4 answers, and you have to confirm it. However, if you don't know the answer, you can now flag the question, and the question is stored in an array to be answered after all the other questions have been seen. So I'll flag a few questions, then I'll answer the rest. And as you can see, I'm now given the option to answer all my flagged questions. And the 3 questions I flagged at the start will now appear for me to answer. And then I am redirected to the results page. There is also a timer here. When this timer runs out, the test will end automatically, and any questions I did not answer will be marked as such on the results page. So for this, I'm going to set the timer to 5 minutes instead of 57, as it'll still work the same, but it won't take us long to test. And then I'll answer a few questions, and hopefully the rest of the questions should be marked in orange. So here the timer is reaching the end. When it reaches 0, the test should end, and I should have to click a button to move on to the results page where all the unanswered questions should be displayed in orange. I'm just going to answer a couple of questions and then wait for the rest. So the timer reached 0, the test ended. I now have to click to see my results. Got my 3 questions I answered, and then the rest of them are in orange as unanswered questions. However, as you can see, for some reason the highway code rule for them is not showing up. This is something I need to sort out. So now I'm going to try to test my password reset system. It asks you to input an email address. If the email address doesn't exist in the database, you get an error. However, if the email address does exist, an activation code is sent to that email address. This is all quite similar to the previous system that was used for account activation. For example, once again, if I enter an incorrect code, nothing happens. If I input the correct code, I'm given a chance to change my password. Once again, just like the sign up page, if I input a password that doesn't match the requirements, for example, pass123, pass123, this password isn't 8 characters long, it's 7, so password doesn't match criteria. However, if I type in pass 1 2 3 4 5, pass 1 2 3 4 5, and now I try to reset the password, you can see I'm signed into that account. I can just try now. The previous password was pass1234. As you can see, that no longer works. If I type in pass12345, it now signs me in, so that now works. I'm also now going to test that if a user did not check to receive promotional emails when they signed up, that they won't receive any emails. So this account did not check that box upon sign up. If I set his test date to 2 days from now, you'll see he's not sent an email because he didn't sign up for them. I'm now going to test that my admin page is secure. There's no links on the main page that link to the admin. However, the user can still type in the admin URL, at which the Django admin automatically prevents the user from accessing it because they're not authorized. However, they're given the chance to sign in as an authorized account. If I use this as an opportunity to sign into my admin account, I can now show that as an admin there is a clear link to the admin page. I'm not going to test this admin page as it is automatically provided by Django. Here you can see I've fixed my issues I was having while I was doing my testing. For example, when a question did not have a highway code rule number, instead said none, it would still show. Now, when a highway code rule says none, it does not show. Another issue I was having is that on unanswered questions, for some reason, it would state highway code rule, but no matter what, nothing would show here. I've now fixed this so that it always shows the highway code rule, and similar to above, if there is no highway code rule, nothing is shown.